Time now for round 2 of Coffee Talk. And as summer progresses and those temps get hotter, the question will only get more relevant. Kent, do shorts belong at the office? Now, there's just something a little risky about going to your job with your whole legs out, or even with some of them out. And let me make this clear. I don't feel like I am the best person to be telling anybody what to wear to and from work, because I push the boundaries up in here. Yes, but ask yourself these questions before you free your knees, okay? Are your shorts the bottom half of a short suit? This is for women. So if your shorts don't belong in a suit, then they might be inappropriate.
Okay.
Do you own the company? That's something to think about. How formally do others or more senior employees dress? And if you're unsure of what to wear, then, and it's hot outside, you want to cool off, then wear linens or tropical wool or roomy silhouettes to keep cool. It's easier not to take that risk. If you do, consider proportion, length, and stylishness. Research shows that generic casual clothing in the office conveys impressions of job incompetence and disrespect for the office context. Also, in studies, children have said that they perceive formally dressed people as more knowledgeable than people in casual clothes. Now, gender, unfairly as it may be, can also be a factor too. Yes, so women's professional dress is overall a lot more fraught, and women and people who wear, fraught.
Okay.
Get into that. But again, women and people who wear women's wear have more options when it comes to what to wear when it comes to shorts or shorter length clothing.
Okay.
Yeah, do you have any thoughts on that? You wear a suit and tie every day or without the jacket?
Yeah, I mean, I wear a tie pretty much every day.
Yeah.
On that Friday, casual Fridays.
Casual Fridays.
We're forced to now.
You want to let those legs free?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Free the knee, kid.
All right. We've all went to send a text only to notice that it's pretty late. But do you still send that text anyway? Or do you wait until the next morning when you know that person might be awake? The question came up after Michaela Auckland made a comment on her podcast, Late Night Drive, saying it's not rude to text someone late at night, because if they don't want to be disturbed, then they can just simply turn off their notifications. Well, that comment was later posted on X, where it has, formerly known as Twitter, where it has over 1 million views, and you know people are sharing their thoughts, right? Even experts have chimed in. One etiquette expert named Thomas, who says that you should stick to the windows of 8:30 in the morning to 6 in the evening if it's a work-related text or email. Then 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. if it's a close friend or a loved one. Well, first of all, do you get notifications when you get emails?
Oh, I turn that off.
Yeah, because that's ridiculous.
Yeah. My phone,
exactly.
Gotta go.
So that's one thing. I would never hesitate to email someone late at night. Texting, I wouldn't. Having worked that morning shift so many years and laying in bed at 7:30 at night and hearing ding, ding, or whatever. Yeah. But for normal people, that's perfectly acceptable, but when you're on that shift, it's not. And people that know me, even my loved ones, would hesitate to text unless it was important, right?
Yeah.
So now, here's the other side of that. I used to work that shift, and I would find myself going through and finding something and say, oh, I need to let so-and-so know about that. And I would text them, and the next thing I know, it's, dude, don't text me at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh, I forgot about that. It is kind of early for regular people, normal people.
It all boils down to relevance and importance.
Well, yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
If I know that you need to see this message when you first wake up, then I'm going to go ahead and send it. Otherwise, I'm not going to text.
And if it's an emergency, you call them.
I'm going to call you.
Right. And that's why people used to give me grief and say, what, don't you just silence your phone? No. Why not? Because I have 4 children in the world and a grandchild and significant others that may need to get in touch with me for an emergency, and I'm not going to turn my phone off in the middle of the night. That doesn't make any sense. So I think you just have to be mindful of it.
Just be mindful.
Yeah. All right. Moving on.
We have